This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Every day is New Year's here at a Funny Feeling.
Woo! What's going on, Moisey?
I am just living an inside life on a beautiful day.
Yeah, I went for a big long hike and it was so nice.
Ooh, she's outdoorsy.
I'm outdoorsy. It was fun.
How are you? What's going on? Hiking and
not biking, I'll tell you that much. I do want to get a bike, but not yet.
you should get a bike that can go in water and then just drive it to Catalina.
What?
An aqua bike, you know.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Look, I don't have any ulterior motives for this. I just think you should do it.
Just get a water bike. Okay. I had seen a couple of times when I went up skiing, like a ski bike. So essentially a bike with, blades, like ski blades on it. That looked wild.
And not a motorized one that you pedal.
I don't think you pedal. Like, I truly think you just count on gravity.
Oh, so you take it up the hill
down.
How do you get it up the hill? Can you just hold it on the?
So you ride it up the lift. I guess so. I guess you just hold it on the lift and then you get on it. I think I don't want to do that.
Okay, I would do that kind of skiing though. I'd be like, all I have to do is just like get on a bike and hope for the best. Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's good then. Yeah, do it.
Not bikes for me.
Now that's skiing for me.
Yeah, that's how I like to get outdoors without having to do anything.
Woo!
Wow.
Anything spooky happened to you lately? I got nothing.
Oh gosh, the only thing that the constant like living in an old house that creaks. But the other night, I think it's because during the day the AC had been running a bit, and then like it went off, so at night the house settled. But it made a really loud crack that made all my cats like jump.
Whoa!
Like all of us. Yeah.
Our house definitely has moments where it's just kind of like goo goo. Like what the fuck, man?
It's like it exhales.
Yes, yeah. Where it's just like, the house just like took a breath.
It farted.
It tooted. The house just tooted.
I've been holding that.
It sounds like a damn ship. Like it sounds like the damn Titanic just being like, whoa. Because you're like, whoa.
It's like must be like one of the big support beams just kind of shifts or like contracts or something.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, we're gonna die.
God. I had never, I'd always, of course, heard of a house settling, but I've never experienced it until this house that I'm living in right now. I guess I must have as a kid, but
yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's like the older the home, it happens more, possibly.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's not settling, it's falling apart.
Because it's crumbling underneath us.
Oopsie.
Whoopsie-daisy.
And I'll tell you what, though. Honey, the little cat who doesn't really like me to touch her.
Yeah.
She's always she's always growling at something.
Oh, no.
Like whenever people like deliver stuff, she's like,
okay.
It's so funny because she's so tiny compared to the other ones.
And she's so tiny.
And scared. So, but she'll be like, she'll go right up to the window and be like,
she's tough. She's tough, honey. She's so tough. Wilma has started like recognizing our like gate sound and started to be like, whoa, whoa, and like having like a dog bark.
She's becoming a woman dog.
She's becoming a woman. A big old lady dog.
She's a big gal dog.
Big gal dog.
Oh, big girl dog.
Yeah, she's just a big girl dog.
Yeah, that's nothing else spooky though. Honestly, I don't wish right now. I just want it to be cool and chill.
Yes.
And
just
let me get through this, man. Just let me get through the end of this pandy.
Let's just do it. No ghosts, nothing. Come on.
Yeah, we're just surviving it right now.
That's it. That's all.
But should we actually listen to something scary?
Yes, we should.
Okay, I'm gonna pull one right on up.
Hell yes.
Hi, Marcy. Hi, Betsy. Hi, potential guest, depending on what episode you read this on. My name's Madison. I'm hoping, because you guys are comedians, that you will appreciate a more lighthearted version of a ghost story. So this comes via my father, who is somebody who I would consider to not be someone who believes in ghosts or to scare very easily. So it was a little startling hearing it come from him. So he owns an old farmhouse that he's lived in for probably about 15 years now. And at the time he had bought it from the original owner's son. He lived there maybe about 6 months or so when he started talking to the owner's son, the guy he bought it from. And he said to him kind of out of nowhere, "Have you heard the ghost yet?" And of course my dad was like, "Okay, yeah, what are you talking about?" He doesn't really believe, you know. And he said, "Oh yeah, every so often I'll hear a banging down in the basement, but when you go down there, there's nothing there." And, you know, it's happened a few times and whatever. And my dad didn't think much of it and kind of rolled his eyes and that was it. So then a few months after that, my dad is sitting in the living room and starts to hear this banging kind of sound and thinks, "Oh, well, that's kind of weird." And he gets up to kind of check it out. And his basement was terrifying to begin with and is basically just dirt floors and concrete walls, and there's nothing down there. So it's gross and terrifying as is. So he heads over to the basement to see if he can hear the noise again. And our dog was standing in front of the basement door growling. So then he was kind of like, well, shit, maybe there is a ghost. And so he opened the door and went down into the basement. And as he flipped the light on at the bottom of the basement stairs, he saw a possum scurry across a metal beam in the basement and run outside through a hole in the wall. So the whole time that he had lived there, and who knows how long the guy before him had lived there, there was a hole in the outside of the house in the basement, and possums and potentially other critters would come in and run back and forth across that beam on occasion, and the noise of them running caused a banging type sound upstairs, and the smell of the possum caused my dog to growl. So you know, he called up the previous owner and told him what he had found, and they got a good laugh out of that and patched the hole, and he never had another ghost experience in the house that I know of since. So I just thought with all the spooky things you guys talk about that maybe you would enjoy a more lighthearted joke sort of a ghost story for the day. Love the podcast. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.
Okay.
I loved it.
Okay. Possums are the ghost of nasty critters, though.
Dude, they're pretty nasty.
I mean, they're very good for the ecosystem, or like to have in your garden at least. Like they eat all the bugs and stuff.
Oh.
A possum will eat a snake too. I mean,
whoa, ew.
They're fearless.
I got a bunch around my house, so I know they are.
They're fearless until they get so scared they pass out and go into a coma.
They do that?
Yeah. That's what playing possum is, when like it looks like it's dead, but it's really in like a fear-induced coma.
Whoa. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Playing possum.
This reminds me, I feel I talked about on this at some point, so I'm sorry. But when I was, I think in high school, our house didn't have a garage, but it had like, the house was up top. It was like built into a hill. The house was up top, and then there was like a workshop shed kind of thing below the deck. And that was kind of where we kept all of our storage and stuff. And one time I was down there, and I kept hearing like awful, horrified things. And I was like, "What the fuck, man?" And I like ran and grabbed my dad. I was like, "Something's down here." Da, da, da. Of course, when he was there, nothing was making the noise, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And so for like a long time, it was summer or like spring when this had happened. I kept going down there and like listening and being like, this place is fucking haunted. Cut to, we discover a family of raccoons.
Talking raccoons?
Like making wild like noises. Living in our little workshop shed area all winter long. And you know how they survived? They ate our gingerbread houses.
That's adorable.
Isn't that pretty cute?
That's really cute.
So like we like had to carry the box, like a couple of boxes with ruined Christmas decorations out, and like be like, go into the woods, man.
They're like, we found a house.
Yeah, we are doing it smarter than anybody else.
Yeah, this was our safe place. You're ruining it.
You're ruining it.
It's so funny what like critters and creatures like to destroy. They're like, let's destroy some Christmas ornaments. The other day, honey ate a check.
A check?
Yes.
Like a money check?
I was like, oh, shit.
Dude, yeah. It is fun. Like, Wilma, too, will just be like, oh, look at this table. I'm going to try to eat it. I'm going to just put my whole mouth around it and try to eat a giant wooden table.
You're like, you animals are idiots.
You're dumb.
This voice memo was followed up with an email.
Where it's not, the hole is covered and the ghosts are back.
I don't know. So I'm going to read it right now.
Yes. Oh, I'm excited.
Okay. It says, hi, spooky babes. I'm fully caught up now and know you've been primarily doing stories lately, but I spent the weekend with my dad recently and he had some other stories that made a good follow-up for this one. Whoa. I recorded, so I thought I'd write in.
Oh, cool.
Like I mentioned in the recording, my dad lives in an old farmhouse and is someone I would consider highly skeptical and not a believer. When I was in his house recently, something about ghosts came up and he told me 2 stories.
Okay.
I love this because first we get one that's not, and then we get some that are. So.
And then oh, hell yeah.
The first was that he was sitting in the living room one day and heard the bathtub faucet start running upstairs. He was alone in the house and went up to check it out, and sure enough, it was running full blast. His first thought was that someone was in the house, so he got his gun and searched all the rooms and closets. Yes, Daddy, get your gun.
Daddy, get your gun.
He's a big hunter and has guns in most rooms of the house. I get it, like my stun gun.
Oh yeah, you got stun guns in every nook and cranny of your house.
I have more stun guns than tissue boxes.
I'm not gonna lie, it's like Easter egg hunting. I see a couple of stun guns poking out.
Look, if you see an outlet, there's a stun gun nearby. His big hunter has guns in most of his rooms. Also, not sure why an intruder would be taking a bath, but hey, I would have panicked too. No one was in the house, so he shrugged it off and went back downstairs. About an hour later, it happened again. The water was pouring out of the faucet. This is when he thought something really weird was going on. Being a skeptic, he set out to find the explanation. He went to the basement to check his water tank and discovered there was an issue with the pressure valve. I'm sure I won't explain this properly. I know nothing about plumbing and water tanks, but basically something was broken and causing pressure to build up in the faucet. He waited a bit, went back upstairs to watch what happened. He saw the faucet start to drip, then drip a little more. And then at some point, the pressure built up enough to break through, and the faucet turned on the whole way to run the way he had found it before. So once again, he briefly thought he had a ghost and rashly found the explanation.
Whoa.
Oh no, Madison's dad would figure out that everything is not a ghost. Okay, but then.
I love a but then.
Oh, better not debunk this, Daddy.
Yeah, don't you debunk it, Dad.
He says, well, there was one time where something kind of weird happened. I mean, he already said that.
What if it was unbelievably obvious that it's not a ghost?
But he doesn't know it now?
I pushed this one button on the remote and the TV kept going on.
On and off and on and off. Okay. So he launched into this story about his childhood neighbor.
Whoa.
This man lived across from his parents, and as a child, my dad would go play in his yard and help him with chores and yard work, etc. The old man would sit on his porch, and when he saw my dad in the yard, he would hit his wind chime on the porch, so it would chime and let my dad know he was on the porch, and my dad would come say hello. Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Years later, my dad was returning home from college for the weekend and arrived home to find my grandparents weren't there. My grandparents didn't really go many places outside of church and the grocery store, so it was a little odd for them not to be there. Then my dad heard the wind chime across the street. He figured the old man saw him drive up and he went over to say hello. When he got to their porch, no one was there. He realized the whole house was dark and no one was home. Obviously, with it being a wind chime, the noise could have just been caused by the wind. But he said it felt eerily still on the porch almost. That there was no noticeable breeze and the wind chime was no longer moving at all. He went inside, and a few hours later, his parents returned to inform him that they had been at the hospital with the neighbors. Oh. The old man had a heart attack that day and he died in the hospital. Obviously, I freaked out and yelled, "Oh my God, he was saying goodbye to you."
Yes, he was.
But my dad just shrugged and said, it was probably just the wind. I hope you're both doing well. Thank you for managing to keep recording through all this craziness. My incessant listening to all things true crime and paranormal are getting me through these tough times and allowing my anxiety to focus on that instead of the real life horrors happening every day. Much love, Madison.
Madison.
Oh, boy.
Totally visited. Saying goodbye, Dad.
Yeah.
Debunking Dad. Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh. That's just, I mean, we say it all the time. Such a common thing is just people being like, "No, I don't have anything. Oh, wait, here's like an incredible story."
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
I do think it is such a specific thing, especially because, you know, like I don't know, like if it's just such a routine that you have.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, I know Dad doesn't want to believe in ghosts, but guess what, Daddy? Daddy, get your gun because there's a ghost. And
Daddy, get your gun. There's a ghost and shoot it. The ghost.
Your ghost is your friend, so you shot someone you cared about.
Oh no, Daddy! Put your gun away.
Daddy, no!
Daddy, don't do it, Daddy! Don't
Daddy.
wake Daddy, because he'll get his gun and shoot you.
You know what's really funny? My parents have so many guns too.
Whoa, that's a trip, man.
It's really funny because my dad, I mean, yes, we've been hunting before, but it's not like he's a hunter. Like, he doesn't go.
Right?
I guess it's just like a thing in like the country / the South. You're just like obligated to own guns and a fishing pole and a workbench.
Like,
you know,
hey, welcome to the South. Here's a bunch of guns and a fishing pole.
Whether
you use them or not.
You never know.
You never know. You never know.
I do remember as a kid, though, him cleaning the guns and showing us how to clean a gun and stuff to make sure that this, you know, you never have one in the chamber and
Wow. Yeah. Wow. I come from such a family where it's like, no, and like very just like, we're not, no guns in this.
Yeah, it's scary.
Family. It's
They're
so
scary.
It's so scary.
Oh my gosh. When I was like 12 or 13, I was babysitting for like 2 little girls, and the dad called and he was like, oh, I forgot to put my gun up. Can you just like, it's on the kitchen counter. Can you put it on the fridge where the kids can't reach it? And I was like,
You mean I have to touch it?
yeah. Also, like, you just left a gun on the counter?
Yeah. What? Yipes, dude.
Please.
Come on. Leave your oven on. I don't give a shit about that. But leaving your gun on the counter, shit.
Yeah. Especially like a 12 or 13-year-old's in charge. Come on.
Yeah, that's so scary. I would be so scared to touch a gun as an adult.
It is nerve-wracking, yeah.
I would be so scared. Because I could just see, like, oh, look, I fucking fall, I trip, and then I shoot myself, or I shoot someone. Like, oh, the bullet goes through the window and then,
also,
like, hits somebody driving.
You have rage issues. You would for sure shoot somebody.
Rage issues?
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Not rage issues, I guess.
What are you talking about?
Betsy's so crazy, you guys.
I don't have rage issues.
I was thinking like road rage, maybe more than anything.
Yes, I do have road rage. I'm working on it.
It's very easy though to be in traffic and be like, you better be so glad that I'm not one of those people.
But that's been a thing that's on my mind though now, driving more and more again, like where it is just like, oh, I gotta remember there are crazy people out here.
Yeah.
Like crazy people who do have guns in their car.
Yeah.
And who are like holding a grudge to a stranger who just happened to like speed by them and then cut them off. Yeah. So I've been trying to really be like, okay, Betsy, it's okay.
Don't. Yeah.
Chill out.
It's really funny because I feel like people take honking, get really offended by honking.
Oh, right.
And it's like, well, they're in our cars because they're a communication system.
Yeah, I think it's game on.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's absolutely okay to be like, oh, hey, the light is green. Honk, go.
Yeah, it's like it's
Get
almost
off
like
your phone and go.
Like there should be different types of honks. Like one it's like that says like, excuse me.
Yeah. Heads up, green light. Please go.
Pardon me, there's a green light.
And then one where it's just like, fuck you, man.
Oh boy, you better be glad this horn isn't a knife, because boy, I'd stab you. I'd stab your car. Betsy.
Stab your car.
You read one?
I got one.
Oh, thank you.
This is scaring me.
Why?
The title is scary. Are you ready for it?
No.
The title is Your Worst Nightmare is About to Come True. This is, I don't know. Okay.
What if this is a curse?
Oh, shit.
Sorry, dude.
No, I don't want that, man.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, fuck, man. Okay, then my worst nightmare is free Taco Bell and getting to hang out with elephants.
Yes, there we go.
Got him.
Got him. Good.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. Your pod spooks the socks off my toes. Off me toes. Thank you for all the mental health transparency, the silly tangents, and the shitting of the pants.
Yay.
Laughter is medicine, especially this year, and a funny feeling is what the doctors prescribe.
Oh,
Thank you. That's so nice.
that is so nice.
Holy shit. Thank you. As a very spiritual and sensitive person to unseen energy, I have quite a bit of stories, like being prone to sleep paralysis. Sometimes I forget to close a spell or ritual appropriately, and next thing you know, oh my god, a gross demon sitting on my chest.
No!
Ew, come on!
Don't do that.
I'm gonna say this. Let's not even do a spell or a ritual.
Well,
If you don't want to...
look,
I don't
if that's
know.
your thing, but you definitely
I guess,
be careful.
But be sure to close them.
Yes.
But a story that smooks me.
I'm gonna give you a
me.
big old smook when I get home.
Oh no, it's a smooch and a smack combined. Bam! Ow!
Right in the kisser.
Right in the kisser. But a story that spooks me to this day is one that happened when I was in the 6th grade. My young parents were in the midst of a pretty terrible separation and were on their way to divorce, having me and my special needs sister move from San Diego to Las Vegas very last minute. My mom just got her first job as a pilot for a small tourist airline that flew people from Vegas to the Grand Canyon, so she bought a small old house and brought me, my sister, our nanny, and her best friend with her. While the job was a means to celebrate, life was pretty dark, and moving into a haunted house didn't help.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Her best friend Luca, prior to moving from Baja California to Vegas, was having repeating nightmares about her move to the point where her own family was scared for her to move. But like many immigrant stories, she wanted to move to the U.S. to work and support her family and strip on the strip. Yeah.
Hell
Come
yeah.
to think of it, a female pilot, a stripper, a little gay kid, me, an undocumented nanny, and a special needs girl. Our house was pretty unconventional, so the ghosts were probably conservative assholes that would support Trump. I'm not gonna lie, I would watch that show in a heartbeat.
Yeah, write the show.
Write this show. But an instance that occurred one day prior to my arrival was my mom and Luca went to a happy hour to unwind and eat nachos. Yes! Hell yeah.
This is the best. I mean, I know there's something bad coming, but this is so far, I think, great.
So far, wonderful. They went, had fun, ate nacho, girl talk, and came back before it was dark. As they pulled up to the driveway, my mom started to ask Luca, "Hey, did we leave the garage open before we left?" Luca responded, "I'm pretty sure everything was locked." Taking a closer look, my mom continues, "What about the front door and the windows? Why are they all open?" This
No.
messed me up. Can we go back to just talking about nachos and happy hour?
Yes, please.
Come on, please. They parked the car in the driveway, and my mom bravely decided to investigate. She stepped into the house, and everything inside was untouched, but all openings to the house, doors, windows, garage, etc., were completely open. Open. Terrified.
No, you said
but
opening. They were closed.
Oh, no. They were open. They were just open. They'd already opened.
It was a grand opening.
It was a grand opening. Terrified but relieved, they proceeded to close everything and pray, unsure of what just happened. A few days later, my sister, our nanny, and I moved in. From the get-go, the energy was somber and depressing, and I immediately started to experience weird paranormal stuff. Uh-oh. Here we go. The first thing I noticed was footsteps going up and down the creaky stairs at night when everyone was asleep. I asked the women of the house if they heard them, and they all said that they had, which is when Luca asked me if I had been sleeping with my television on at night. I told her I hadn't been. She responded by telling us that when she would come home early in the morning, 4 a.m. or so, she would hear a couple loudly and violently fighting in my bedroom, which was right next to hers.
Oh my God.
I was usually very asleep at that time and never heard what she did. Even if my television was on, I'm pretty sure the Disney Channel didn't have any scary couple fights playing at 4 a.m. I mean, I don't know.
Unless it was like Nick at Night playing like The Honeymooners or something.
Yeah. To the moon, Alice. Wow. Oh, shit. As the weeks continued, things got worse.
Oh, shit.
Often, because of everyone's schedules, I would usually get home from school and be home alone for an hour or two. Obviously, I would rush to turn on MTV so I could watch the music video countdowns and get down to Beyonce and Sean Paul's Baby Boy and Kelly's Milkshake.
Oh, baby boy, say on my mind.
I have these memories of watching TV in my mom's room, home alone, and having the power shut off every time. Again, these ghosts were homophobic. A little boy can't be watching Beyonce.
That song's about blowjobs.
But I got to know the neighbors because I would go and ask them to help me restart the circuit breaker so I could get back to dramatically reenacting Evanescence's Bring Me to Life before anyone got home.
Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Save me from now.
I feel I've talked about this before real quick. Mano and I have a thing of like hell songs. So what is the song you're going to hear over and over again while you're burning in hell?
Uh-huh.
That might be one of mine.
Oh.
My initial one is Three Doors Down. The Superman.
Oh.
I hate that song.
I really hate Savage Garden. I want to stand with you on a mountain.
Oh, that's a good hell song.
I really don't like
Yucky.
Savage Garden. I'm sure they're wonderful, talented people. They make noise that that like hurts me inside.
I get that. Yeah, that song really hurts me inside. The power would never go out when others were home, but it always did if I was home alone.
Homophobe ghost.
Homophobe ghost.
Homophobe Alone. Is that a movie?
A queer person.
Just like a little gay kid trying to keep homophobes out, but instead of just like instead of Michael Jordan, it's like a fabulous mannequin, like with a great dress.
Yeah, like a big Cher cut out. Like, we can't go in there. Cher's party, Mom. I love that. I'd watch that. Okay. The scariest and most haunted thing, however, came when both my mom and Luca were working, and it was just my nanny sister and I. My bedroom was the room with the computer and printer. Okay, fancy.
Office
and I remember
kid.
And I remember playing Roller Coaster Tycoon when my nanny asked me if I wanted to go on a walk with her and my sister. I said yeah, and opened my window a tad to let the fresh fall air in before leaving. We went around the neighborhood for about 30 minutes, and as it was getting dark and chilly, we turned back. We got home. I went upstairs to get back to building roller coasters, but I noticed it got really cold in my room. So I went to go shut the window, and as I was pulling it down, a small, freshly printed black and white picture was placed right on the windowsill. Whoa. I got scared. I couldn't say that word. The image being of a silhouette of a man standing in a full-length mirror with the text below saying, "Your worst nightmare is about to come true."
Oh, my God.
I just feel like I just got, like, hit in the face with a baseball bat.
Yeah, I feel like I'm dehydrated.
Yeah. You look dehydrated.
Yeah,
Dude.
I'm like, dust is pouring out of my mouth.
Yeah, you're like the mummy, man. Whoa. What the fuck? There's of course more. I'm scared to read it.
So they walk into their room. It's very cold. The window's open. They see on
the windowsill, a freshly printed black and white picture of a silhouette of a man standing in a full-length mirror with the text below saying, "Your worst nightmare is about to come true."
Fuck. The end.
The end. Oh my God. Okay. I got so scared I had to burp.
God bless you.
Thank you. Oh my God. Terrified, I picked up the image, which was perfectly cut to about the size of a Polaroid, but was printed using regular ink and printer paper, and ran down to show my nanny. She had never seen anything like that before. She didn't even know how to speak, read, write in English. I called everyone that had been in my room the past few weeks, and nobody could recall ever seeing, let alone would prank me with something like that. When I was on the phone with my mom telling her about the picture, I was crying and decided to rip it up and throw it in the trash. I definitely did not sleep in my room that night. In terms of nightmares coming true, the worst thing that did happen was my sister got pretty sick while my mom was away in training for her next pilot job. Our longtime nanny was deported. We had to move again, this time to Phoenix, and I became really depressed for the remaining of my childhood.
Oh, no.
It's possible that our next nanny, who took over at the end of our Vegas residency, exasperated some of the house's dark energy because when she spontaneously disappeared on us with her husband, my mom found voodoo dolls of me and my sister wrapped in barbed wire and a book on black magic in her closet. But that's another story.
What the?
Sorry if this was quite long. I hope you didn't shit your thongs. You two are amazing. Thank you again. This fucked me up.
Oh my God.
Wait, what?
I kind of need to hear the other nanny's story.
Right?
What the?
What?
Okay, so fighting couple in this person's room. Terrifying.
Right. And before that, windows open.
Everything open.
Footsteps. Everybody hearing footsteps.
Then this, because at first when they said that there was a printout on their window, I was like, well, someone could have put it there from the outside, but not on the second floor.
Right.
Without a lot of trouble.
And what a wild prank, or what a wow,
nonsensical thing to do to someone. Correct? Yeah.
Which I guess
people are crazy.
Humans tend to do that all the time, anyways.
That's terrible.
Whoa.
And then the next nanny, barbed wire. Maybe
is that protection?
That's what I was thinking. Maybe too. Hoping for the best, but then they disappeared just out of nowhere. So maybe they were a flake. But you want to think that someone wasn't trying to literally curse the children they were in charge of.
Right.
I feel so bad that they had a depressed childhood after that.
No, I do too.
I'll say this. I did too, though, so it's fine. You know, I mean, like, we get over it. We grow up. We get help, you know.
Right.
It's not fine, but it's, you know, it's just a part of life.
8th grade was a pretty rough time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. My mom was like,
it was really hard.
My mom was like, you slept a lot. I was like, no, I didn't. I was just depressed.
You slept a lot?
No, she thought I did. I was just in my room, like, laying down. Thinking all the thoughts.
Tough. It was tough.
If you're a kid listening to this, it's like all in your head, but like Fiona Apple said, so's everything.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
It will be fine.
Also, you can get medication too.
True. True. I feel when we were growing up, it was a little more taboo.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Like, no, yeah, what? Therapy is for cuckoos and medicine. No, that's extreme. Where it's
No,
like,
go exercise. That'll fix everything. It's like it might help. It'll push the needle, but it's not gonna fix things.
Yeah, it's not gonna fix some stuff.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You know, when I have this anxiety that we don't even know is anxiety.
Also, a lot of kids. I probably had undiagnosed ADD when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually apparently much harder to diagnose in girls because it just presents differently, but the same amount, like, as statistically, it's the same numbers in boys and girls have ADD. It's just not as diagnosed. But
whoa.
ADD also leads to anxiety. It's like hand in hand with anxiety, and enough anxiety causes depression. So it's all very related, and not just like you need an attitude adjustment. It's like
right,
your brains work differently.
Yeah, we got different chemicals firing off.
And we were born to survive, and unfortunately, society is not always super deadly, but always annoying.
Yes. Yes.
So our brain doesn't know how to like shut off the valves for panic, you know?
Right. Big time.
Well, I hope things got better in Phoenix.
I do too. I'm sure they did.
Well, they did say they were depressed for the remainder of their childhood, but you know, I hope it was a better depression.
Right. I mean, that was the 6th grade, so the rest of childhood. How long is childhood last? Well,
only 6 more years?
We're done. I guess, yeah.
I mean, for like school.
I guess, teen school stuff.
School stuff. Rule stuff. Okay, should we listen to another story?
Yeah!
Yes!
Yes!
Okay.
Hi Marcy, hi Betsy. My name's Rachel and I live in New Zealand, and I've been listening to your show for about a month now and I just love it. I wanted to say thank you for what you do, because you help people realise that they aren't alone in the strange things that happen to them. And I've had a lot of strange things happen to me in my life. I'm pretty old now, I'm 48, so yeah, I'm racking up the weird. I was raised Catholic and Irish family history background, so you know that probably can account for a lot of strange things. But some things are just too strange. I've had the time-lapse experience you guys have talked about sometimes. It's only happened to me once in my life. I'll never forget it. It was so weird. I was about 17 and I'd just probably got my license, my car license, and my first job. And on the weekends, to relax, I used to like driving around the cemetery. We had a beautiful local cemetery, hills and trees, a just lovely place. So I loved it there. And one day I was driving around and all of a sudden time just went weird, and it was like when you have a car accident. I've had a couple, not bad ones, but you get that feeling of time like literally slows down all around you and everything just kind of is cemented in your brain, and that's why I'll never forget it. And it was an overcast day. It was really cloudy, and I looked over to my right, and that area of the cemetery was kind of like lit up, like it was sunny there. And I looked at the graves, and they were all very little, and I thought, this must be like a little children's area. God, sad. But it was a really, really old part of the cemetery. The grass was, really grown all over the graves. You could hardly see a lot of them. They were all, mossy and stuff. But there was one grave that stuck out from them all because it had been looked after. Like it looked like the lawn had been mowed on it. The grass was just green and short. It was manicured. It was beautiful. And I just thought, wow, what is going on? That's weird. And I kept on driving, and time went back to normal. I went back several weekends after that. I really wanted to find this area. I thought, I need to get out and look at that grave. What is this about? But I could never find it. I drove, I probably every Saturday for a month. I could never find that part of the cemetery again. It was like it had just like literally disappeared. So that's my time-lapse experience. I've had odd psychic things happen to me in my life. Just only really a couple of times. I've had like an image flash in my mind. Once I was driving. I lived rurally. It was a very, twisty, turny road, and I was approaching this corner, and I had this image of a truck crossing the median line. And I get around the corner, and then there's a truck in the middle of the road, but I'd been prepared so I could swerve. I once had a dream that in the dream was this couple in a boat on this really muddy river, and for some reason I knew that it was Australia, and they got attacked by a crocodile. And I woke up and I thought, oh my God, that was weird. Why would I dream about that? I hadn't been watching Crocodile Dundee. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, I got up and I did my usual thing. I had my cup of tea and I sat down at my computer, turned it on, in the news feed. The first story was that a couple in Australia had been attacked by a crocodile on a river. So, yeah, weird. Okay, my next story is not so nice. This is where things start going creepy, things start going wrong. Me and my sister were driving one evening. It was around dusk. We were going to one of our friends' places, and we were driving up this road, and where I grew up, semi-rural, so some sections were just kind of paddocks, and then there were houses, and we were approaching this T intersection. On the left-hand side was like a really small takeaway bar, and we needed to turn right, which was, maybe a couple of metres past that. And just up from the takeaway bar, there was a car parked. And as we were approaching this corner, I looked at the car, I saw the car, looking at the car. This head pops out of the driver's window. He turns to look directly at us, and oh geez, freaks me out to this day. I call it the thing because it didn't look like a human. It had grey white skin. Its eyes were kind of unusually large, and they were just black. They were black, all black. The worst part was its mouth, because when it turned and looked at us, it grinned or leered at us, and its mouth was unnatural. It didn't look like a human's. When it grinned, the mouth was so wide that it kind of literally went from ear to ear, kind of like the Joker. And it had serrated teeth. And we turned the corner, and I couldn't speak for a while because I was just, oh my God, I was terrified. I was freaking out. I thought, what the hell did I just see? And my sister was really quiet. And then she said to me, "Did you see that?" And I said, "Yeah." "What did you see?" And she said, Fuck, what the hell was that thing? What was that mouth? She said it had serrated teeth, black eyes. I said, oh shit, I saw the same thing, man. And we were freaking terrified. And we just, we spared. We broke the law. We spared to her friend's place, and we got there. I told him what had happened because he could see that we were really, really upset. He said, what the hell has happened? And we told him, and he was like, oh, you guys been smoking weed? And we were like, no, we haven't been smoking weed. Anyway, of course he didn't believe us. I told my brother about it a few years later. He told me that there was a death metal band in West Auckland that had obviously been off their chops at some stage and decided it was a good idea to file their teeth, to sharp, serrated. And he said, look, you probably just saw one of those guys. Don't worry. And I want to believe that it was one of those guys. I really, really do. The only part of me that I can't make logic out of was the mouth. Because when it opened, all the teeth were exposed, like nearly up to the ear. And I don't know how you could do that, like if you were, a makeup artist or something. Maybe, maybe you could. I don't know. Anyway, that's that. I have no idea what it was doing there. When I think about it, I label it as demon because that's honestly what it looks like. What it's doing in a car, sort of outside a takeaway bar, I don't know. Maybe he was hungry, wanted a cheeseburger and a shake or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's that story. I would like to end on a nice note, though. When I was about 15, my gran died. She'd been sick for a long time. She had diabetes and she wasn't well and she wasn't happy. She had to go into a home. And when she went into the home, I moved into her room. And, that was nice. I was happy being in what was my gran's room. And when she died, I had a dream one night that she came into the room where I was sleeping. That used to be her room. And she sat on the bed. And I looked at her and I just got a feeling of light. Like she wasn't glowing or anything weird like that. But she just looked light and she looked happy and she looked at peace, And she said to me, I don't want you to worry about me anymore because I'm okay now, I'm well, I'm healthy, and I'm happy. So that's my nice story. So thanks a lot, guys, for what you do. And I love you guys. You're amazing. Bye.
Whoa.
Oh, my gosh. Feed your cat.
I thought that was your cat.
No.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Okay. First of all, I have to say, we were grinning from ear to ear because your voice is so delightful to hear.
I love a New Zealand accent. I think I just did it perfectly.
I think you did it perfectly. In fact, did you record that and send it in?
Yeah. Oh, it was me. Wow.
Okay, so first we have the cemetery time slip.
Oh my God, yeah. Whereas like one specific, first of all, just like it looking like a bunch of smaller, like little kid graves, very scary. And then the one like being really taken care of. What's that? What is that?
It's like she just slipped into another time, I guess.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And then to go back and look for that and not find it.
Yeah.
Whoa, dude.
So strange.
Because it's like, was that before?
Yeah.
Or after?
Man, nobody knows.
Oh, man.
And then we have
premonitions.
Yes, of someone being eaten by a crocodile, which is horrible.
Whoa, dude. And how wild, like, in the dream being like, this is Australia. Like, I know this is in Australia. And then, like, how wild.
Yeah. What was I watching recently about river otters that they, you know, those caimans, those small crocodile, they're like tiny crocodiles or alligators. They're like a cousin of river otters will just eat those motherfuckers right up.
River otters are like intense.
They're badass.
Hell yeah. Cute as hell and from hell.
It's like the badger, a wolverine and a honey badger.
Whoa.
They're like really cute, but also
very cute, but Jesus.
Remember that honey badger don't give a fuck.
Yes.
What was the honey badger thing? I always say that honey.
It's like one of the first, like, I'm
viral.
sorry, I was interrupted.
Yeah,
one of the first viral. Like before I even had like the internet, but people who did have the internet would be like, "Watch this thing." I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah, honey badger eating a snake. That's what it was.
Yes.
My honey, I always think she looks like a little. She's like got a short, wide body. So
she's a little honey badger. She's a little honey badger.
Yeah, they are very aggressive. They just basically, I was watching something that was like they will go until they die. Like,
whoa.
Like they will
honey
fight.
Honey badgers or river otters?
Honey badgers and river. Well, honey badgers and I think badgers, like they'll fight a lion. They don't care.
Right.
And they'll be like, you may kill me first, but I'm going to destroy you until the end.
You. Yes. Whoa.
And I don't know why I was just like thinking of crocodiles. And then the last thing was just so awful. I love that your brother was like probably a death metal band
who like they filed down their teeth.
You probably saw the most specific person in the world.
Yes. What's the word I'm looking for? Like the description was so good and intense.
Yeah.
It really fucked me up.
Yeah.
Like, with visceral? Does that work in this sense?
Visceral, yes.
Like where it is just like, ooh, I like
you can
see it.
Yes.
I feel like the smile. Like
yes.
It's kind of like, what was that horror movie that I think tanked? Momo? Or maybe it's like Momo Scary.
Momo Scary?
Oh, it's a challenge. Wait. Now hold on. Let me make sure I'm thinking of the right. Ew! Okay, ew! I gotta share my screen with you real quick.
Oh, okay. I have to stop sharing mine.
I guess it's called... Oh, wait. Never mind. I could send you a link.
Well, no, I want to see it.
Ew! This is what reminded me. It reminded me of... Okay, let me just share my screen real quick.
Can you share it?
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
That.
Okay. Oh, yes. So it was the Momo. So basically, like this terrifying girl's face.
Yes.
It would show up in like children's YouTube videos. Like it would be like on autoplay and it would just like show up and scare little children.
Ew.
And it was like some kind of like, I don't know, just like someone who was like, let me go terrify all the children in the world. But yes, that kind of smile from almost bird-like.
Yes, exactly. Where it's like, ooh, that is a beak. But Momo doesn't show teeth.
No.
But that idea of just like that is so scary.
I like kind of like it though, right? Like the mouth can.
Yes.
I imagine,
especially the newer It.
Yes,
they really go big with that.
I imagine. I don't know why. I think my brain went there. That the thing was in a convertible and it was like hanging out the sunroof or something like that. It was like,
hey baby,
party demon,
we cruising tonight or what?
Summertime.
Yeah. Wow, that is fun. The idea of this thing driving a car, like, dude, that's so spooky.
Going to Jack in the Box.
What if it's kind of like, have you seen They Live?
No.
Oh my God, Marcy, it rules. John Carpenter's They Live, where like
Maybe
aliens are taking over, and Roddy Pipe, whatever, that wrestler is the lead. He finds these glasses, and when you put the glasses on, you can see who's an alien and who's not.
I'm looking at they're all like, and the aliens are like almost like skeletal.
Yes, it rules. So I have a little
I think it's
action figure of
Rowdy
one of the
Roddy Piper.
Rowdy Piper. Rowdy. What if her and her sister, they didn't have glasses on, but they were, a little bit more connected to the world.
Right.
So they saw, or connected to the other world.
Yeah.
And so they saw the true look of this person or this thing, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, like, clearly there's a sensitivity there.
Of course, with those premonitions.
Going to another graveyard.
Yes, yeah. Time-lapsing into another graveyard. There's something going on.
Yeah.
Grandma visiting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was nice.
That was a very nice little palate cleanser, because that...
horrifying.
So damn scary.
Yeah. Whew. Okay. Oof. I'm gonna read one now.
Yeah, will you read one?
Nice and easy. It's just the subject is just something very chill. It's just the witch's grave. It's something not a big deal.
Oh yeah, great, cool. I'm gonna just get some iced tea and lay down.
Something very relaxing.
Yes, good.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I sent in a story about a haunted housewarming party where I basically helped a ghost cross over, and I mentioned how I have many more spooky stories to share. So here are some experiences from Witch's Grave.
Cool.
From the Witch's Grave.
The Witch's Grave.
I'm from Ohio, and near the town I grew up in, there's a local legend about a woman in the 1800s who lived in the woods and was accused of being a witch.
Oh, yeah.
Like most women who weren't married and tried to live their lives.
Seriously, they're like, I guess she's a witch. She's got confidence and doesn't give a shit.
She doesn't like to live around. She doesn't like to live around all of us where we treat her like shit. That's a witch.
Yeah, that's gotta be a witch, man. Isn't it cool how we all smell like shit? Isn't it awesome? We all smell like shit.
Yeah, we throw our sewage in the street. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, and then she doesn't want to live around us. What a fucking witch, man.
Yeah.
Let's go kill people for no reason. Cool.
Well, we get there with this. So unfortunately, the townspeople found her guilty and sentenced her to be pressed to death, which usually involved wooden slabs and heavy objects.
A bunch of rocks. Oh.
From the information I can find about this legend, there are a few different versions of what the real story is and where the witch is buried, but I'm very convinced that my sister and her friends found the actual witch's grave site.
What?
We believe the actual grave is located near a mountain bike trail, and although I've only seen a cyclist a handful of times, in most recent days, it can be a popular place for hiking, walking, and fishing.
Yeah.
My sister was the one who introduced me to the area a few years ago, and we frequently hike and hang our hammocks by the lake. Ooh.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It's a very peaceful place in the daytime, but the moment the sun isn't shining through the trees, it's got a different kind of feeling. Ooh. And definitely not a good, funny kind.
Oh, no.
The local legend began with a story of 4 teenage boys who found the witch's grave one night. Legend has it that 3 of the boys took rocks from the grave. On their way home, they were in a car accident, and the only survivor was the boy who did not take a rock. I have yet to find any concrete evidence of this story, but I do know that the legend has been around the town for years. One day, my sister and 2 of her friends were walking through the trails in the woods, and they were new to exploring the area, so naturally they end up getting lost. They walked around the landmarks they recognized, but no matter which way they went, they found themselves back at the witch's grave. The sun was setting, and there was an eerie feeling in the air. They were walking and came up to a trail. that they had walked by at least twice before and noticed that there were arrows made out of different sized sticks on the ground.
This is like Blair Witch Project shit.
Oh, shit, yeah. None of them remember seeing these sticks the other times they walked around, so it was really strange. They also didn't see any people or that would have made it easier for them to... They also didn't see any people or that would have made for an easier time getting out of the woods.
Right.
They decided to follow the sticks just to see which way they led.
Whoa.
And sure as shit, they ended up at the witch's grave.
Oh.
They finally found their way to the main trail when where they ran as fast as they could to the car. One of her friends said that she felt like she was being pushed out of the woods by a dark black mist. Oh my God.
What the hell? Oh, sheesh. Oh, no.
On Halloween a few years ago, my sister and her friends decided to find the grave at 3 a.m. and check out the area because she's wild like that.
Sister's too wild.
She's
oh, my
crazy.
goodness.
At that point, my sister had only been there once before, and it was during the day, so she didn't know the area well at all, hence getting lost the first time in daylight. Bad idea, guys.
Just go a couple more times in the day.
Yeah.
Really start to learn your way, and then go at 3 a.m.
I mean, also there's like animals in the woods, you know?
Yes.
Somehow they ended up exactly where the grave was and heard this weird wading in the water. Her and her friends turn around to see what she described as nocturnal eyes staring at them through the trees.
Wait.
They decided it was a good time to skedaddle out of there.
To bust out the Ouija board. Skedaddle.
Skedaddle their way out of there, and they ran into a couple that had the same idea as them. When my sister directed them, she saw a dark shadow that was blacker than black behind this lady that my sister described as a Dementor from Harry Potter. Creepy.
Ew.
Another time, my sister and I... This sister, let me tell you,
Did you warn the couple that there's a Dementor style mask behind you?
Here's the thing about the sister. She's trouble. Sister's trouble.
She's trouble, man.
Look, she's cool. She's fun. Cool. She's trouble.
She's trouble, though.
Okay, another time my sister and I wanted to find a good spot to hang our hammocks by the water. Innocent, fun. We like it.
Yes, wonderful.
On the way to our spot, we passed the gravesite and we walked a little further to find some good trees. We got our crystals and sage out to set up our area and just hung out. My sister and I were chatting, and all of a sudden we heard this faint singing. We stopped to listen and heard very distinctly a woman's voice humming or singing some kind of tune.
Ew.
It was so strange because we tried to...
Stop, Marcy.
Okay.
Ew.
We just got to end the podcast.
Shit,
you can't be doing this every
podcast.
week.
Ew.
It's disgusting. If we're not bringing good into the world, we have to stop.
Ah, sheesh. Holy shit. Okay, keep going. This is so awful.
It's really sad and scary. It's sad. I'm not
So
sad.
sad.
I'm so sad because I'm scared.
I'm so sick. Yeah. Whoa.
Okay, the singing lasted for about 30 seconds and we couldn't make out any words or recognize the tune. There was nobody on the lake.
Witch. I'm a witch. I'm just a witch. Living in the woods.
I eat your babies. The singing lasted for about 30 seconds and we couldn't make out any of the words or recognize the tune. There was nobody on the lake and we didn't see or hear a single person in the whole 2 hours we were there. Other times I've been to these woods, I've seen small dark figures in my peripheral vision, as well as a dark figure that looked like a person wearing a black flowing cloak, which others have seen too. The energy coming...
What, like a witch's cloak?
or like a death,
my internet
maybe?
just... Oh, okay. Maybe death. And we're not
death.
talking
okay,
fun,
the energy...
fun Bill and Ted's
Party
Bogus
death.
Adventure death.
Maybe, death has a job to do. It could relax on the weekends.
True. Putting up Death's hammock, hanging out by the lake. Ooh. Okay. Sorry.
The energy coming from these woods is unlike anything I've ever felt before. I still love visiting the area because it's a very cool place, but you'll never catch me there after dark. Clearly, it's haunted as shit. I wish I had pictures of the actual site, but we really try to respect the land and the area around it because we definitely don't want any kind of attachment coming home with us. Thank you both for taking the time to read my stories. I'm a huge fan of the pod and tell all my friends about you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That's so nice.
I have plenty more stories to share, so I'll write again soon. Stay spooky, ladies. Heart, love much, Sydnee.
Sydnee, stay out of those woods.
Sydnee, your
The
sister,
witch.
she's playing a long game of murder.
Your sister's trouble, man. Your sister's trouble.
Look, I'm sure she loves you in her own way, but she's going to get you possessed or killed.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, hey, let's film a documentary about this witch, and then it's gonna cut to you just staring in the corner, looking all weird in a witch's house.
You want that?
Sheesh.
Is that what you
Do
want?
you want that, Sydnee? Do you want that?
I can understand the impulse to be like, let's go somewhere scary at 3 a.m. But the logistics of it
can't.
are just not good. Like,
Right.
it's dangerous on a lot of levels. One, just late night drunk drivers. That's bad. Two,
Oh shit,
animals.
Halloween too. Yep.
Yeah, animals in the forest. Eat ya, attack ya, spray you like a
They'll
skunk.
eat you. Ooh, that's worse than all of those.
Yeah.
Eating, attacking, getting sprayed is the worst.
And then just, I don't know, crimes of opportunity.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
young girls and, so just know that if you are a young person and you want to do something spooky, tell an adult. Some adults are really cool about it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, tell us. We're cool about it. We'll see
we'll
it 2 years later.
Yeah. Send us your location and when you go missing, we'll tell people about it on a podcast later.
Whoa.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say,
This
I
is
wanted
nuts.
to believe that this witch wasn't a witch, but it seems like maybe she kind of took it on. Like,
Which I think, go girl. If people are gonna keep being like, you're a witch, you're a witch, you're a witch,
I might be a witch.
Dude.
I might be a
Be a
witch.
witch. Like in the movie The Vivitch, where it's like, hey man, you stay with your nasty, unbelievably Puritan parents and your weird little brother. Well, he kind of gets toasted, or do you go off with with a goat that has like a sexy voice, and you get to go float around in the woods with a bunch of other cool ladies? Go do that.
go do that.
day.
Yeah. There's power in it,
Yes.
Do you think the witch is cowering in the woods, being afraid that something's going to happen to her? No, she is
No,
the
she's
something.
having a blast. Yeah, she's having fun. She's like, okay, you want to come towards my grave? I will lead you to it with arrows. I will confuse you so that you keep passing it. And like hey, you go, girl.
Do
You
it,
go,
honey. Go,
Witch.
witch.
Witch, please go there. I mean, that's nothing new. I saw a witch, please bumper sticker in Salem. That's funny.
Witch, please.
That's funny. Witch, please. Yeah, I think. Because imagine that if people, especially in those olden times, people just kept being like, "You're a witch. You're a witch. You're a witch." Like, I guess it is like, okay, great. I'll be a damn witch.
Fine. I'm a witch then.
Yeah, I'm a witch.
I'm a witch.
I'm a damn witch, dude.
I'm the witch. Duh, do, 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 do.
Woo!
Do you still
better
not know
work,
who?
witch.
Do you still not know who Billie Eilish is?
I couldn't tell you a song. I know who, like, who she is.
Uh-huh.
Like, I could point her out in pictures.
Yeah, because of her
But I
distinct
do not
hair.
know a song.
I'm
Distinct hair and those chunky shoes, man. Chunky
she is
shoes
very
are
cool.
back, everybody.
But yeah, it's a song where she's like, I'm the bad guy. Duh. Boom, 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 boom.
Really? Says
Yeah.
duh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Duh. And then she says it like that though, like, Duh.
Okay, Billie Eilish, that's pretty rad. Duh.
She's great. I love her. Shall you read one for me,
yes,
please?
I shall. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
This is entitled Remote Viewing Quarantine Update.
Oh.
Okay. Hi, Marcy and Betsy. I've been listening to the pod while I'm making face masks for my Etsy store, and it's helping me not go crazy. I've sold 7,000 of them, and I have no idea how I'm going to get through it all. But at least now I'm actually looking forward to sewing because I can go through all the back episodes of your show. I have literally been LOLing, which I usually never do with podcasts, and I'm a heavy user. Thanks for being such spooky and funny gals and keeping me entertained. Well, thank you. And thanks for making a bunch of awesome masks.
Yeah.
That's so rad. Here's my story. Here we go. I used to spend a lot of time on AOL Instant Messenger.
Yeah, man.
When I was in high school. The sounds of that still are sound good.
Yeah. Goodbye.
What's the like bloop bloop or whatever? Whenever I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that sound being like bloop bloop.
I just remember the doors like opening and closing sounds.
When somebody enters or leaves or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny. I would message almost every day with a friend who had just graduated from Berkeley and came back home to teach. He was living in his childhood home with his dad. At some point, he invited me over, and as soon as I got into the house, I had an overwhelming feeling I had been there before, even down to the fact that the house was always really dark inside. I had never been there before, and he had never mentioned anything about his house in our chats. A few weeks later, I was in psychology class, and we were learning about all things ESP.
Woo.
The teacher started describing remote viewing, and I was like, that's what I did! Whoa. A few months later, I met a new guy on Instant Messenger. We hit it off right away like we had always known each other, which kind of freaked me out. But he was in New Jersey and I was in LA, so we were about as far away from each other as we could get in the continental U.S., so I wasn't too worried about any unwelcome visits. At some point, I realized I might be doing it again. I was getting a vibe about his house and asked him if I could draw the layout for him. I could only draw the top floor of the house, but I knew
that's
his
scary
bedroom was
to
upstairs
do.
on the right side, and that the stairs came down almost to the front door, which had glass in it and was very bright. Flash forward, this year is our 10th. Whoa! Flash forward, this year is our 10th wedding anniversary. We've been together for 15 years.
Oh, that's very cool.
Whoa! Also, my now husband reads my damn mind, which is not as fun as it sounds. Most of the time, he doesn't know he's doing it, so I'm trying to point it out more because it's creepy. I usually can't even get to the subject of my question, and definitely can't get in any verbs or nouns before he already has an answer. It goes something like this. Hey, what do you think about, he interrupts, no way, that's stupid. I'm like, what is stupid? I didn't even get to finish. I don't want to move the couch. Wait, how the fuck did you know I was going to say the couch? He pauses and smiles coyly. Well, I don't know. I mean, I just knew. So annoying. Let me finish my damn sentences. He comes from a family that talks over each other all the time. I don't know.
That's because he's from the East Coast. Yeah, that's East Coast talk.
Right?
Yeah. Wait, you're cutting out now because I talked over you.
We just kind of all talk at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't. Sorry, my internet's.
Yeah, I know. You're cutting in and out. That's all right.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Now we're doing good. Kind of. I don't know if I'm sending ideas to him or if he's just able to see them first. I'll have to try telepathically sending him some weird shit sometime and see if he gets it. I haven't tried remote viewing since then either, so I'm not sure if I'm still sensitive. All this shit kind of weirds me out, even though I'm drawn to it like Betsy. Quarantine update. I shared this email with my husband so he could correct any discrepancies and checked in with him about the mind reading stuff. We are both quarantined together in our house in the suburbs of Portland. We both agree that during the pandemic, the creepy mind reading has been occurring a lot less often. Almost not at all. But we have been working more one-on-one with each other lately and thus have to directly communicate more. He has postponed his work project so he can help sew masks too. Love,
that's
Alyssa.
so cool.
Wow. That's so nice. I'm blown away. You met on AIM. And that's so nice.
Sorry, I heard children outside screaming.
Holy
It scared
shit.
me.
Ooh, that's nasty.
Yes, back in the day when you could have an internet boyfriend and he would say ASL.
Oh,
Age,
yeah.
sex, location.
Age, sex. Location. Age, sex, location.
Did you not know what the L stood for?
I think I always messed it up. What would I can't remember. But it was always like, wait, what's that again? Oh, okay. I never really did it that much.
Only.
Don't get me wrong. I did some chat rooms and I catfished some people, but.
Of course you catfished people. Very
I mean,
Betsy.
It was fun. I was just like, what is a chat room? And I was like, oh. What? Oh, no, you cut out.
Oh, now our internet has decided this is it for us. Our internet's like, look.
Yeah, my internet is just like, no fucking way.
Our internet's like, when you go remote view each other, because I ain't working anymore, bitch. Bye.
I'm not doing this. I'm done.
That is a really cool thing to be able to do, though, remote viewing. You should do it. See if you can see what Betsy's house looks like.
Right. I've never heard of it, and I'm reading about it right now.
Yeah, a government study it. Like, it's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing that is less. It seems less and less paranormal, and more like, oh, this is a thing that some people are able to do, and it's unknown why, but maybe that is all of paranormal. That these are things that happen, and we don't know why.
Remote viewing is the practice of seeking impressions about a distant or unseen target, purportedly sensing with the mind. Wow. It's kind of like Stranger Things.
Yes.
You know how they get 11 to then go listen to like Russians talking or something?
Yeah. That's I think that's what our government tries to do.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yeah, they're like, it's
Spooky,
for
man.
spying.
Of course. Oh, no. You think somebody's remote viewing you right now, Marcy?
Oh, they're going to be so bored.
I know. Wow, you're talking to that microphone some more? Okay, man.
Boy, you really
Whatever.
don't do much, do you?
Yeah. Oh, this is what you're going to do, and then you're going to take a nap again. Okay.
Oh, maybe I don't know, get up, exercise, get out of the house. No, okay.
Oh, yeah,
fine.
you don't want to. You don't want to. Okay, great. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
but I love that they found love. I also think that
I
maybe
do
they're not
too.
able to mind read as much because, at a certain point to stay sane, being like locked at home with someone for a year, you probably put up some blocks so that you at least have like a little bit of, respite from the world around you.
Right. Yeah.
My worst fear is people reading my
I
mind.
thought they were going to say like a lot more. Like we've been having a lot more, but I guess there is something of like, oh no, if we're always.
Yeah, let's lock it down. Well, I think our internet has given up on us, but
It is weird. I've had this with like mono, where all of a sudden, oh shit, our internet's toast. Okay, let's end this.
yeah.
My internet is being a butthole right now, and I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. It's okay. At least it made it this far.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did it. We did it.
All right, we got to just end this stuff because it's getting awkward up in here. Thank you guys for sending these
Thanks
in.
for
Please
listening.
send us more. Betsy is frozen in a robot.
It's getting really bad now. Yeah, thank you. You're the best. Our internet's wild. It sounds like Marcy's in a tornado. Okay. You rule. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.